number 1.
At Waterville back in 1981. Referee Mike Thurston is going to put the ball up between the two big men, Richie Mazurek and Todd Wheeler for Mountain Valley. Mountain Valley, of course, the away team in the dark uniforms. Rockland, the home team, in the white uniforms. The Class B Boys Basketball Championship is underway. The kick controlled by Rockland. Jesse Smith with the basketball, guarded tightly by Darrell Gurney. Now it comes to Mazurek. Right side, it comes to Jim Mooney. In low to Mazurek. Fakes up once, and it's blocked and stolen away by Craig Dixon of Mountain Valley, and he hands it off to Matt Godet. Left wing it comes to Scotty New. Underneath Dixon, bottled up. Back it comes to Scott New. Launches a three. No good. Rebound, and we've got a foul in the rebounding action. It's going to go against Rockland.
Jim Mooney will pick up his first team first. It'll be interesting to see how these two officials, Thurston and McDonald, let the ball game develop. If they let them play or if they start to tighten up on it.
Mountain Valley will put it into play from underneath their own basket. Darrell Gurney with the basketball, and it's stolen by Mazurek, picked off by Rockland. Here comes Jim Mooney, and he's going to slow it up as the Falcon defense gets back. Lincoln McRae hands it off to Jesse Smith. Jesse Smith, the point guard, spins away from Gurney to the foul line. Handoff it goes to Kellick. In the corner it goes to Mazurek. Back in the corner to Lincoln McRae, left alone momentarily. Now it goes back to Kellick. They swing it around to Mooney. Right side to Mazurek. Rockland, a very patient offensive team. McRae with the basketball. Scott New on him. Spins away, throws the ball away.
Really had to get rid of it, no choice. You had a 5-second count coming.
Good defense that time by the Mountain Valley Falcons. Darrell Gurney with the basketball. Now to Scott New. We've got a whistle underneath. A foul off the ball. It's going to go against Mountain Valley's Darrell Gurney.
Now, Mountain Valley's going to run a lot of back picks, a lot of screen down, and what will happen is sometimes you get an illegal block or a push. That's going to happen. Both teams like to run those back cutters.
Full court pressure by Mountain Valley. No score, just underway. First quarter, Mountain Valley and Rockland. Jimmy Young along with Willie Gavitt high above courtside here at the Bangor Auditorium. Second half of our doubleheader, the Gorham girls won the Class B championship earlier tonight. Jesse Smith with the basketball, now to Rich Mazurek. Baseline, it comes to McRae. Back out deep, holds the ball, has to give it up.
Pretty good pressure by Mountain Valley.
Jesse Smith, an opening, drives the lane, it's blocked from behind by Todd Wheeler. Picked up by McRae, underneath Mazurek. Comes away with a loose ball. Now back comes to Kellick. Left alone, Jesse Smith, right wing to Mooney. Mooney tries to go baseline, underneath Mazurek, forces it up, blocked by Wheeler. Rebound loose, picked off by Rockland.
A lot of bodies,
struggle.
a lot of banging.
Jesse Smith down the line, down the lane, and we've got a fall.
I question if the young men we're seeing play right now could keep up this intensity for 32 minutes. Maybe the first 2 or 3, but 32, I don't know.
Still no points up on the board, a defensive struggle so far. The adrenaline's really got to be flowing now.
Yeah, first sub for Rockland now, that's going to be Woodman. He plays a lot, doesn't start, but he gets a lot of quality minutes.
He's got the basketball now. Back to Jesse Smith, who calls the play for the Rockland Tigers, and Coach Chris Elkington.
2-3 zone, 2-3 zone. Originally they were man, out of bounds play.
Woodman thinks about the three-pointer. He is a good three-point shooter. McRae with the basketball. Baseline, shut off. Ducks underneath the coverage, stolen away by Todd Wheeler in Mountain Valley. Ahead it comes to Scott New. Dixon, baseline, jumper, no good. Rebound for Rockland.
And I brought extra pencils for the scorebook.
Double teamed, and we've got a traveling violation against Rockland and Jesse Smith. Mountain Valley forces the turnover early in this ball game, still scoreless. I'll tell you, whoever scores first, this place is going to erupt.
Yeah. Now Mooney's back in. I'm sure that the Rockland coach wanted to talk with Mooney as far as an offensive set. Woodman's back out.
Matt Godet from the foul line, no good. Rebound loose, Mountain Valley comes away with it.
There's a three.
Darrell Gurney, swish! Almost stolen away by Matt Gaudette. Rockland with the basketball. That's Richie Masaryk. He can do it all for the Tigers. Brings it into the forecourt. Hands it off back to his point guard, Jesse Smith. First three-pointer up on the board. Daryl Gurney and Mountain Valley lead 3-0. 4:35 to play in the first quarter. Mooney with the basketball. Now in the corner to Masaryk. Masaryk.
There it is, a backdoor cut.
Backdoor cut to Jesse Smith. He misses it, gets his own rebound, stolen away by Gaudette, but he loses it out of bounds. And they're going to give the basketball to Mountain Valley.
Right now, the tempo will play. The banging that Mountain Valley is playing with right now is not to the advantage of Rockland. Rockland's going to have some real problems if this continues.
Todd Wheeler with it outside the perimeter. Left side it comes to Dixon. Front rims it, no good. Rebound loose, and Dixon got Masaryk on the arm.
No sooner do I say that they're letting them bang.
They start calling it a little closer.
You talk about Eastern Maine officiating and Western Maine, and this is not meant derogatorily whatsoever. I believe Western Maine will let them play a little bit more than what we see in the Class B tournament, and it's going to take a while for Rockland to adjust to that.
Again, full court pressure by the Falcons of Mountain Valley. McCray with it. They break the press. Jesse Smith wants a 2-on-1, drives the lane, puts it up left-handed, no good. Todd Wheeler the rebound. To Gurney. Left corner. Fakes off his man. Scotty New drives baseline off the glass, no good. Wheeler the offensive rebound, it's up and in. 5-0 Mountain Valley, pitching the shutout early here in the first quarter. 3:45 to play in the first quarter. Rockland still looking for their first points of the game. McCray with it. Foul line Masaryk goes to the hole, puts it up and in. No!
Out.
It looked like it was in. It came out.
Check the cellophane.
Mountain Valley back with it. Gurney. Matt Gaudette launches a three. No good. Rebound to Rich Masaryk. He's on both ends of the floor. He's the Tigers' go-to man. McCray now, it comes to Jesse Smith, the point guard, has Daryl Gurney in his shirt. Double teamed. Gurney looking for help, tries to force his way through the double team. Smart play by knocking it off Daryl Gurney off the ground. Here's the Tom Maines move. All 5 starters are now coming out of the game, and new 5 come in. The new 5, they call them the white team. Mike Arsenault, Tim Kenny, Tim Watson, Ryan Casey, and Mike Stickney.
Now what Rockland has to do when they break the pressure off the trap, they have to attack the basket. You can't play passive in that sense, or you never get anything out of it.
Woodman now, it comes to Mooney. Mooney has Mike Arsenault on him. Arsenault's got a quick hands, and he steals the basketball. One-on-one, bounce pass, looking underneath for Ryan Casey. He's going to throw the ball away. I was just about to say that Mike Arsenault has some quick hands against Gorham. He had 5 steals in the Western Maine B semifinal game. We've got a foul off the ball.
Mooney.
It's going to be on Jim Mooney.
His second.
I believe that's his second, you're right.
And I'm not sure exactly what that was. Blocking foul is indicated. Illegal pick, I'm told.
Mountain Valley with the basketball, out deep. Mike Arsenault with the basketball. Now it comes to Kenny. Kenny to Watson. Swish! Tim Watson, a sophomore, an outstanding outside shooter. And Mountain Valley leads 7-0 with 2:35 to play in the first quarter. Masaryk gets it across into the forecourt to Jesse Smith. Smith gets double teamed by Casey and Kenny. And we've got a 5-second count against Rockland. And Coach Chris Elkington of Rockland wants a timeout with 2:22 to play in the first quarter. Mountain Valley leading 7-0. We'll take a 30 on the Maine High School Basketball Network. The Bangor Auditorium. 2 minutes, 22 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Mountain Valley pitching his shutout so far, 7-0. The white team for the Falcons is out there. And Coach, what do you think about the 5-in, 5-out move?
I don't comment on other coaching techniques. I have enough trouble with my own, but I will say Rockland has had 2 or 3 quality shots that they just have not made. We're looking at a 7-6 legitimately, not a 7-0.
Mike Arsenault with the basketball. Now to Mike Stickney. Ryan Casey has Maz on him. Now kicks it out on the right side. It goes to Ryan Casey. Was that Casey or Watson? Tim Watson on the basket that time. 9-0 now, Mountain Valley with the basketball, and Rockland turns the ball over. Mountain Valley will get it again.
Now, Rockland has to keep the composure. They have to realize they've had the opportunities. They'll drop. Don't get too excited and start doing foolish things.
I remember last week they trailed to Ellsworth after one quarter of that game and then came together. Tim Kenny with the basketball. Now on the right side it goes to Watson.
See the all motion, pick down, screen away, back pick. Somebody gets open 15 feet.
Mike Stickney. Ryan Casey's open for the jumper. He rattles it in. 11-0. Mountain Valley out front. Sean Kellick tries to force his way through pressure, and we've got a foul against Mike Stickney and Mountain Valley.
I'm sure when Rockland scores, you're going to hear it because we are sitting on the Rockland side of the auditorium.
And there's quite a few. In fact, there aren't that many empty seats on this side. Let's just keep it at that. Mazurek with the basketball for Rockland. Looking for help, finds it in Kellick. Looking underneath. Lincoln McCrae forces it up, no good. Rebound to Mike Stickney. Arsenal underneath looking for help, and it goes out of bounds off Mountain Valley. Rockland will get the ball right back.
Again, not to be redundant, but Rockland has to attack that basket. They have to make Mountain Valley pay for their overplay defense.
Jesse Smith down court, pumping. Jay goes. Rockland's on the scoreboard. 11-2, Mountain Valley leads. They have the basketball. Mike Arsenault with it with 50 seconds. Down the lane, Mike Arsenault rolls it up, no good. Rebound, Rich Mazurek for Rockland. Quickly down court, it comes to Woodman.
Yes.
Hands it off to Jesse Smith. Smith goes by his man, down the lane, puts it up too hard. Rebound, Ryan Casey, but we've got a blocking foul against Mike Stickney, who's on the floor. That'll be his second foul here with 37 seconds to play in the first quarter, and Rockland will be shooting.
Let's look at what Rockland's doing now as opposed to what they did previously. They are attacking the hoop. When you commit, Mountain Valley's committing 3-4 people up at the hash marks, you've got nobody on the backside. Rockland recognizes this. If they're aggressive to the hoop, they're going to get some points.
Jesse Smith at the line. Now they're down 9. They're looking to cut into that lead with 37 seconds left.
But you know, 11 points, 13 points possibly for a team the first quarter is not a lot of points.
Stickney comes down with the rebound. Mike Arsenault calls the play for the Mountain Valley Falcons. Brings it to the left side. Hands it off to Watson. Back it comes to Arsenault. Right side to Kenny, back to Arsenault. 15 seconds. They go low post to Stickney, kicks it back to Arsenault. 10 seconds now to go in the quarter. Ryan Casey, now back to Arsenault. 8 seconds. Bounce pass, right wing. Kenny looking for Arsenault. Foul line jumper, fall away, no good. That's the end of the first quarter. Mountain Valley leads Rockland 11-2. We'll take a 60 on the main high school basketball network. Second quarter just underway. The starters back on the court for Mark Carter's Mountain Valley basketball team. That's Matt Gaudette. Turnaround jumper, swish. 13-2. Rockland shot 1 for 8 from the field and had 8 turnovers in that first quarter. Mazurek with the basketball for Rockland. Now comes to Woodman. Woodman with Gaudette on him. Wants to go. Down the lane, gets bottled up. Baseline, Rich Mazurek fakes off his man. Banks it, no good. Rebound is loose, fought for, and come away with by Darryl Gurney. Down court, Todd Wheeler, pull-up jumper off the glass too hard. Gurney gets the rebound, fall away Jay. No good, rebound loose. Wheeler gets it, and he gets it in. 3 tries that time for Mountain Valley. And the Falcons lead 15-2 to open the game. Down court, Lincoln McCrae with the basketball. And he traveled with it. That's Rockland's 9th turnover here early.
Anytime you have the advantage that Mountain Valley did on that last series of plays where you can get 1, 2, 3, or 4 shots within 5 feet of the basket, pretty good percentage from there.
Dixon in the corner to Gurney. Follow-away jumper, no good. Rebound, McCray for Rockland. Now to Masaryk. You can see Rockland wants Rich Masaryk to do something. They keep going to him. Now he has the basketball. In the corner to McCray. Jesse Smith now on the wing to Masaryk. Right corner to Kellick. Sean Kellick has Todd Wheeler all over him. Now he hands it off to McCray out deep. Almost stolen away. McCray fights his way and is stolen away. Matt Gaudette down the lane, fakes off one man, fall away Jay, banks it in and good. Mountain Valley leads 17-2. Rockland coach Chris Elkington wants to talk it over with 6 minutes and 14 seconds to play in the second quarter. We'll take a 30 on the main high school basketball network.
Calling all boaters. Now's the right time to visit Taylor Sporting Goods to get you.
Again, you hate to belabor the point, but you look at the back side of that zone trap of Mountain Valley. There's nobody there.
Well, now, of course, when you're down 15 points, Coach, you've got to take advantage of every free shot you get.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And again, 15 points at this juncture of the game. You have, what are we looking at? 8 of 16 and 6, 24. It's pretty good, huh? 24 minutes of basketball left. Get it back one at a time.
Well, there's one. Jim Mooney, an outstanding free throw shooter, 71% on the year. He averages 12.7 points per game, as you saw.
Oh, that's 22 seconds, 22 minutes. Don't tell anybody I teach math.
No tests up here. That time Scott New drove to the hole, and we're going to have a foul. I believe it's going to be an offensive foul against Scott New.
Player control. Mooney picked it up. New again, he likes to go to the hole. When he leaves his feet, as soon as the defensive man's set, there's no place to go but down.
Rockland down by 14 points with 5:55 to play in the first half. Double team. Masaryk. Now it comes to Sean Kellick. Back out deep it comes to Woodman. Woodman fakes, tries to go into the lane, loses it, shovels it, ball on the floor. Masaryk comes away with it. Well, Masaryk's always around the ball for Rockland. Woodman, Mike Arsenault in the game now for Mountain Valley. Outside shot, no good by Mooney. Rebound it comes to Scott New, who hands it off to Mike Arsenault. He'll play the point for the Falcons. Todd Wheeler with the basketball. Left side it comes to Dixon. Fall away swish. 19-3 Mountain Valley leads. Rockland having trouble with the Mountain Valley defense. Masaryk breaks the pressure. In the corner comes to Sean Kellick. Back out deep to Woodman. Thinks about the three-pointer. Now in the corner to Masaryk. Masaryk has Dixon on him. Now the handoff to McCray. Baseline, it comes to Mooney. Underneath, Masaryk fights his way through a double team, but isn't able to put it up for a shot. They kick it back to Woodman for the three. In and out. Rebound, Scott New and Mountain Valley. To 3, the Falcons with the basketball and the lead. Todd Wheeler, foul line jumper, rolls it up, no good. Rebound, Rich Masaryk. We've got a foul in the rebounding action, and that's going to go against Mountain Valley.
Well, Rockland's going to take the proverbial long walk to the other end for a 1-1. Opportunity to put something up on the board. 4:21 left, 19-3. Rockland is 1 for 12 from the floor. Now look, 12 shots. 12 minutes of basketball, not a lot of shots. If you're going to be a shooter, you got to shoot, they tell me.
Tim Watson checks back into the Mountain Valley lineup, and Matt Gaudette sits down. Masaryk gets on the scoreboard, the personal scoreboard, with a free throw. Masaryk makes them both 19-5. The lead for the Falcons. They have the basketball. Mike Arsenault with the basketball, goes behind his back, gets away from the pressure into the forecourt. Todd Wheeler. Scott New thinks about the three-pointer, hands it off to Arsenault. Back to Scott New, launches a three, no good. Rebound on the other end. It comes to Watson. Now to Arsenault, foul line in the paint. Todd Wheeler, little baby hook, no good. Rebound, Rich Mazurek for Rock. Jesse Smith with the basketball for Rockland, bumps off two players, and they're going to call a blocking foul against Mountain Valley's Scott New.
I'm sure Jesse Smith is wondering, well, why only call it that? Yeah. Jesse Smith, I'll tell you, he has worked hard. He's had the ball probably 75% of the time. And when you get two people on you, 84 feet, the length of the floor, I tell you, you got some work ahead of you.
Gaudette checks back into the Mountain Valley lineup, replaces Scott New. Mike Stinkney will check into the Mountain Valley lineup. He replaces Craig Dixon. Now Mountain Valley goes with the Twin Towers, if you will. Stickney 6'4", and Wheeler is 6'6". And Jesse Smith is at the line looking to cut into that Mountain Valley 19-5 lead. Front rims it, Mazurek the rebound, fakes up once, puts it up off the glass and in. Rich Mazurek, big offensive rebound. It's 19-7, Mountain Valley with the basketball and the lead.
The
three-pointer is away, no good. Rebound loose. Rockland comes away with it.
Smith almost lost his shirt on that one.
Jesse Smith with the basketball. Gaudette comes out on him. In the corner. Mooney has Stickney on him. Now out deep it comes to Woodman. Right corner to Mooney. They go low, looking for Jesse Smith. It goes out of bounds off Mountain Valley. Yeah. Jesse Smith was not looking for that ball, but they got a break when it went off Matt Gaudette.
Yeah. Now Mountain Valley will go their 2-3 zone on any baseline out of bounds.
Jesse Smith with the basketball out deep. Foul line to Kellick. The wing to Woodman.
Tremendous overplay by Mountain Valley in any defensive set.
They want to go low to Mazurek. They do. Maz in the lane. Fakes off one man. Turnaround. Swish.
Zone is definitely not a strong suit for Mountain Valley. Not when you allow them to set up like that. A little bit of a trap by Rockland.
Falcons lead has been cut to 10. They have the basketball. Gaudette with it to Arsenault. Gaudette, baseline drive, shovel pass to Wheeler. He puts it on the floor and loses it. And we've got a whistle, and I believe we've got a foul.
Gaudette. 1-1. It'll just be a question of who's going to shoot it.
21 in the blue.
Kellick looks as though he may.
Please come to the tournament office for a
Sean Kellick is a 43% free throw shooter.
Gaudette's third. Is that correct, or his second?
That's his second.
His second. Well, something's on the floor that everyone at the scorer's table can see except the official. Ah, there we go. If it's anything over a dime, I want it.
Oh, somebody else is throwing things. Tennis balls are coming down. Well, that's part of the electricity, but nobody likes to see anything thrown on the floor because you'd hate to see an injury being caused by that.
Especially if you're a player.
Kellick adds in the free throw.
Shades of Will Chamberlain.
Hey, whatever works, right, Coach?
Kiss it off the glass. Reminds me a little bit of that, who played for BAPS several years ago? John Bollier, I believe his name was.
Rebound is loose. Rockland almost came away with it. Mountain Valley's Mike Arsenault chases it down and has the basketball. Todd Wheeler with it. Cross court. Watson.
All alone.
Mike
all
Stickney
alone.
turn around and he sticks the J right at you. 21-10. Mountain Valley leads by 11 with 2:10 to play in the first half.
Such a thing as too much help defensively. Still looking at a 2-3 zone.
Woodman left alone. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound to Arsenault. Quickly it comes to Matt Gaudette. 1-on-3. Gaudette draws the foul against Jesse Smith.
Young people that are watching this, you have to appreciate what Gaudette did. It's a basic start and stop move. Get the defense to hang for a minute, then blow by.
Coach on round ball here at the Bangor Auditorium. Watson with the basketball for Mountain Valley. They lead by 11. They've led from the beginning. Todd Wheeler, turnaround, rolls it off the front rim, and it falls. 1:40 to play in the second quarter. Mountain Valley by 13. Rockland with the basketball. Jesse Smith has Arsenault on him. Watch Arsenault's hands. He's got some quick ones. Left alone. Mooney, no good. Rebound to Stickney for Mountain Valley.
One shot for Rockland.
Tim Watson with the basketball. Low post, Todd Wheeler. Back to Watson. He can shoot from out there. No good. Rebound comes down to Rich Mazurek for Rockland. You get a feeling when Rich Mazurek gets his hands on the ball, you're not going to take it away from him.
No, and most of the time when Mazurek has his hands on the ball, good things happen.
Jesse Smith with it. 1 minute to play in the second quarter. Rockland down by 13, looking to cut into that Mountain Valley lead. Sean Kellick, the big guy, he's not afraid to play out in the high post there. Now they go underneath the Kellick, off the glass and in.
Talk about wide bodies, 747s, 787s, whatever. He's a big man.
23-12, Mountain Valley up by 11 with 35 seconds to play. The Falcons look to hold for one shot. Arsenault now to Gaudette.
2-3 zone by Rockland now, forcing him out.
Watson with the basketball. Back out deep to Gaudette, checks the clock. 15 seconds now to play in the first quarter. Watson with the basketball.
Keep an eye on Mickey's left hand.
10 seconds. Now Matt Gaudette with it through traffic. Foul line. Underneath
Nice
Todd
pass.
Wheeler. No good. Rebound loose. Wheeler, Kellick. Who's got it? We've got a foul. That's what
Yes.
we've got.
0-0.
Todd Wheeler in the rebounding action. I think he would have liked to have had that one back.
You had Kellick, you had Mazurek, and you had Wheeler contesting for that.
We have 1 second to play here in the first half. Lincoln McCray checks back into the Rockland lineup, and Woodman sits down. Oh, check that. Yes, Woodman does sit down. 23-12, Mountain Valley with the lead. They scored the first 11 points of this game.
Well,
He's been working on that. Only a 47% free throw shooter during the year. He's 2 for 3 here. He should quit.
66.333.
The lead is 10, and that's short, and that'll do it for the first half of basketball. Mountain Valley walks off with a 10-point lead at 23-13 as we get a look at the Rockland coach, Chris Elkington. His Tigers are faced with a 10-point deficit. When we come back at halftime, we'll go down to the floor to Tim Throckmorton. We'll take a 2-minute break on the
Channel
main
5's live coverage of the Class B state championships is brought to you by.
I would do is try and score at least 10 points more than the team I was playing by the end of the game.
Keep an idea on WABI and WAGM tomorrow, the Eastern Maine Class A basketball quarterfinals, a marathon day of basketball on those stations. And then tomorrow night on WGME in Portland, we'll have the Class A and B state hockey championships. The B game at 6 o'clock and the A game at 8:30. I'll be down in Lewiston along with Frank Fixeris, Scott Wyckoff, and Tom Caron back in the station. We're ready for basketball in the second half, and here we go. Woodman with the basketball for Rockland. Almost turned the ball over. Mazurek. Now in the left corner comes to Link McCray. They go low underneath. Sean Kellick. Bounce pass. Now back it goes, and I think they got a little confused under there. The handoff to Mooney underneath, and Kellick got a little confused. I think he should have just gone right up with it.
Yeah, anytime you're in the paint and that close to the iron, they take a chance. You're either going to get a good shot or possibly a foul. The percentages are in your favor.
Gurney with the basketball for Mountain Valley. Fall away jumper front, rims it. Rich Mazurek comes down with the basketball. Gets slapped, hands it off to his point guard, Jesse Smith. Smith with Gurney on him. Comes to the left. They want to go low. They find Mazurek out deep. Down to McCray. Gray looking to go underneath, and there's a 5-second count, Coach, right on top of that one. Yeah. Got to make a move with that basketball. You can't hold on to it for 5 seconds. And of course, good defense that time by Mountain Valley. They wanted to go low underneath. They couldn't find it.
Old saying, take what the defense gives you.
Mountain Valley with a 10-point lead and the basketball. Matt Gaudette, jumper, swish.
Instant, you give him a 15-footer, and he's sticking him. Has he missed yet? He must be 4 for 4, isn't he?
He has missed once.
He had 4 for 5, then we'll say.
Richard Mazurek with the basketball, puts it to the floor, gets bottled up. Back comes to McRae in the corner. They want to go low. They can't find anyone. Look out for that 5-second count again. Good defense by the Falcons.
Now you can see the overplay.
On the wing to Mooney. Mooney with the basketball. Back out deep to Kellick. Wants some help. Gets it from Jesse Smith. Scott knew right in his face. Jesse Smith with the basketball. Now it comes to Rich Mazurek. Baseline, McRae. Gets shut off. Kicks it back to Sean Kellick. Mazurek, right side, wants to go, gets shut off by the defense. Now has to play it out deep to Jesse Smith. Outstanding defense by the Falcons. 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Mountain Valley up 25-13. McRae with the basketball. They want to go low to Mazurek. They do. Fall-away jumper, no good. Rebound, Mountain Valley and Matt Gaudette. Scott New, pull-up three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Rockland. Sean Kellick with the rebound, hands it off. It goes to Jesse Smith. Almost loses it. Darryl Gurney bothers him. Smith has to spin away from him, come behind to Sean Kellick. Pick. Bring it into the forecourt. Now it comes to Mazurek.
Now you can see Mountain Valley, just the overplay. Rockland has run this offensive set so many times. Mountain Valley's telling them where to go.
Mazurek, now on the wing, it comes to Link McRae. Underneath, Woodman gets free from his man, puts it up and in. That's Jim Mooney.
Give Rockland a plus for being patient.
Underneath, Todd Wheeler is free, and he gets it right back.
You can't trade hoops at this stage. Now look, we've got less than 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
27-15, Mountain Valley with the lead, Rockland with the basketball. Jesse Smith with it. Wing it comes to Mooney. Corner to Rich Mazurek. Foul line extended. Smith now in the corner. Mooney sees an opening, drives the lane, puts it up and in. Jim Mooney, 2 quick baskets here in the third quarter, and the lead for Mountain Valley is 10. Back come the Falcons. Scott New fakes off his man, launches a 3, no good. Rebound, Todd Wheeler, and it's good. Todd Wheeler off the offensive boards for 2 more. Lincoln McRae, a little bit of up-tempo basketball for Rockland. They'd immediately slow it up. Back out deep it comes to Mooney. Stolen away by Mountain Valley and almost stolen back by Mooney, but it goes out of bounds off Mooney, and Mountain Valley will get the ball back. Mike Stickney checks back into the Falcon lineup. He replaces Craig Dixon. Mike Arsenault replaces the point guard, Darryl Gurney, for the Mountain Valley Falcons, coached by Mark Carter.
I'd like to see a shot chart by Rockland. I don't remember a perimeter shot. Everything's in the blue.
Kellick's. Meanwhile, that's Gaudette who rolls it in. Matt Gaudette with the shooter's roll for 2 more. It's 31-17, Mountain Valley.
There's the pressure. Run jump on a man. Turn him and trap.
Jesse Smith forces his way through the double team to Kellick. Sean Kellick past Todd Wheeler down the lane for 2 more. Strong move to the hoop for Sean Kellick.
I'd give him the ball more often. I don't think there'd be too many people that would want to pick up a player control foul on him.
No, do not get out. Definitely get out of the way. Meanwhile, on the other end, it's Matt Gaudette.
He's having a field day at that 15, 13-foot range.
33-19, Mountain Valley with the 14-point lead with 3 minutes to play. Stolen away. Matt Gaudette puts it up, no good. Rebound loose. It's going to be out of bounds, but we've got a foul against Link McRae and Rockland. Matt Gaudette, always around the ball. He's only a junior, so he'll be back next year.
I'm sure everybody in that part of the state's happy about that, especially if you're going to coach against him.
He was the MVP of the Western Maine tournament.
I can see why. The kid has a lot of good basic skills, doesn't try to do more than what he's capable of, and what he does real well.
Mountain Valley will put the ball into play from underneath their own basket. Gaudette is open. No good this time. Mike Stickney gets the offensive rebound. Back to Gaudette. They go low to Stickney. Turnaround jumper. No good. Rebound comes to Woodman for Rock. Quickly into the forecourt. Gets double teamed. Loses the ball. It goes out of bounds. And Rockland will maintain possession on the far side. Darryl Gurney set to check back into the Mountain Valley lineup. Pat Gaudette will sit down. Sean Kellick checks back in, and Kevin Sprague sits down for Rockland. Sprague was only out there for a moment or two. Jim Mooney with the basketball, tries to get away from Arsenault, now hands it off to Mazurek. Kellick right side to Woodman, now they swing it around the perimeter to Mooney. Lincoln McCrae with the basketball. Mountain Valley is right in their shirts wherever they go.
Double team everywhere.
Woodman, Gurney on him. Look at the hand in the face that time. Down the lane goes Jim Mooney, drives, and we've got a foul.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to go against Rockland on the clear out, if you will.
I think that Notre Dame calls that student body left. I'd say it's not even close. We talk about the back picks. A lot of picking, a lot of screening, back picks. And you're going to get those. It happens.
Tim Watson back in the lineup for Mountain Valley. Gaudette and New on the bench. Wheeler with the basketball out deep. Now to Stickney. Now to Watson. Watson, they're looking to go low. They can't find anyone open low post yet. Darryl Gurney comes back out. Todd Wheeler with it. In the lane, Watson thinks about it, now dribbles out of it. Back out deep to Stickney. You
watch how Mountain Valley shrinks their offensive pattern. They start out 15, 20 feet, and then they kick it back into 12, 10, 8, 4. Before you know it, you're in the paint under the iron. Mike Arsenault with the basketball. Out deep it comes to Darryl Gurney. Now to Todd Stickney. Stolen away momentarily by Mazurek. Stickney comes up with it to Gurney. Back to Stickney. Left wing, Mike Arsenault sees an opening baseline, gets shut off quickly. Now puts it up, forces it up, and Sean Kellick comes down with a rebound for Rockland. I think the key is play till you hear the whistle. Woodman with the basketball. Left side it comes to Rich Mazurek. Mazurek foul line, it comes to Sean Kellick. They're looking to go underneath it, stolen away by the Mountain Valley defense, re-stolen by Rock. Left wing it comes to Mooney. Back to Kellick, left corner to Mooney. They're looking to go low to Mazurek. They can't get the ball inside. Just a tremendous overplay by Mountain Valley. Mazurek fakes off his man, puts up the jumper, no good. Offensive rebound by Jim Mooney. They're gonna wave the basket off.
Rebound, blue 10, 1-0, blue, got it.
Offensive rebound before the shot that Mooney got off. They're going to call a foul. Is that correct, Coach? Well, I think that's what the official's going to end up calling. I don't know if we'll be able to see it here on the replay or not. Golly, I'd like to count that one. Woodman with the basketball, gets double teamed at the foul line. Now kicks it off to Mooney. In the paint to Kellick. Right corner, it goes to Rich Mazurek. Back out deep to Woodman. Great patience shown by the Rockland defense, but they're down 33-19 with 5 seconds to play in the quarter. They get the shot off, but it's not going to count. That ends the third quarter. Mountain Valley leads 33-19. We'll take a 1-minute break on the Maine High School Basketball Network. Welcome back to the Bangor Auditorium. I'm Jimmy Young along with Willie Gavitt. The site of this year's boys Class B state championship game between Mountain Valley and Rockland. Mountain Valley has led from the start of this game. They scored the first 11 points, and now they lead 33-19 to start the final 8 minutes of basketball.
And it really has never been in question. The tempo, the momentum, everything has gone the way of Mountain Valley.
Arsenault with it on the right wing. It comes to Todd Wheeler. Foul line, Matt Gaudette. Jumper in and out.
Well,
rebound fought for Scott New. Comes down with the rebound for the Falcons. Stickney kicks it back to Gaudette. Now to Arsenault. Fakes off his man. Puts up a jumper. Goes up over the top. And it's rebounded by Rich Masaryk. Quickly down court. All alone. Lincoln McCrae is blocked by Todd Wheeler. And they're going to call a goaltend.
Yes.
Offensive Wheeler got that off.
Basket interference. That was on the back of one of the Cheerio boxes when we were talking about the officiating rules, and I happen to have a bowl this morning. That's why I know. Offensive basket interference. I'll hear from every official in the state telling me that's the wrong call.
You may hear from every official in the state anyway.
I do every week. I get a ton of mail.
Mountain Valley with the basketball. They lead 33-21. Stolen away momentarily, restolen by Mike Stickney. Out deep to Gaudette. In the corner to Scott New. Back to Gaudette. Looking to go low. They can't get it inside to Stickney. He and Wheeler trade positions. Wheeler comes away with it. Turnaround jumper swish. Todd Wheeler has been the leading scorer. He and Gaudette have been the story offensively for the Falcons in this game.
Mountain Valley again, that offensive set, the patterns they run, they're getting good shots. Plus they're making them.
You get a foul off the ball, and I think Mike Stickney is going to be the guilty party.
Anytime you allow an offensive player of Wheeler's capabilities to set up there and get that jumper, hey.
35-21, Mountain Valley with a 14-point lead. Mike Stickney sits down, and back in to the lineup is Dixon for Mountain Valley. McCrae with the basketball for Rockland. Tries to force it inside, and turnover for the Tigers. Here comes Matt Gaudette. Left wing, it comes to Darryl Gurney. Top of the key to Gaudette. Now to Scott New. Fakes off his man. Drives the lane. Puts it up off the glass. Too hard. Kellick fights for the rebound and comes away with it for Rockland. Now Mountain Valley's only getting one shot now. Rockland's got to score on the other end. They're down by 14. McCrae out deep. Wants to go. Fights his way through traffic. Up off the glass. No good. Rebound Todd Wheeler. Quick out to Darryl Gurney. Rockland gets back on defense. Scott New thinks about the three-pointer to Gaudette. Gaudette, follow-away jumper in your face, off the rim, no good. Rebound tracked down by Scott New. They go low underneath the Dixon, and we've got a foul. I believe it's going to go against Rich Masaryk for Rockland.
Again, 5:40 left to go in this contest. When you've got a 14-point lead, you can take a lot of chances if you're Mountain Valley. Likewise, Rockland, you got to take chances too, but it didn't turn out well yet, and they picked up a foul on that one.
Gaudette with the basketball, now out deep to Gurney. Todd Wheeler comes way out, brings Sean Kellick with him. Left wing, it comes to Dixon. Foul line underneath, looking for Gurney, and he misses the little bunny layup off the back rim that time, and Rockland comes down with the rebound.
One of the few they've missed.
Into the forecourt Woodman. Now it comes to Rich Masaryk. Wing to McCrae. Foul line to Woodman. Now on the left wing it comes to Mooney. Foul line to Kellick. Now to Woodman. 5 minutes to play in the ballgame. Slapped away by Matt Gaudette. Off! Jim Mooney out of bounds. Mountain Valley will get it. And Chris Elkington for Rockland wants a timeout. We'll take a 30 on the main high school basketball network. Award ceremony. Should make mention of that along with Norris Nickerson down on the floor. What the heck?
Might I say that's outstanding stationery. Compliments to the Rockland School Department.
Mountain Valley with the basketball. They lead by 14. Gaudette with it. Has Mooney on him. Now Dixon with the basketball, hands it off to Gaudette, gets some instructions from his coach, Mark Carter.
They're in no rush. A little bit of a freeze. Not as aggressive as they were before.
Gaudette underneath now. Gurney in traffic, kicks it back to Gaudette. Now Gurney gets it back in the corner. Back out deep to Scott New. New has McCray on in his shirt. Gurney launches a three. No good. Rebound, Mitch Mazurek. Oh, they're going to give the ball to Rockland. Looked like Mazurek touched it last there, Coach, but the referee is a little bit closer to the action than we are.
I was blocked by a fan, so I couldn't see.
Look out. Woodman with the basketball for Rockland. Elects to slow it up. 4:10 to play in the fourth quarter. Woodman spins away from his man into the paint. Gives it off deep to Mazurek. Drives the baseline. Jumper. Swish. 35-23 with 4 minutes to play. Mountain Valley with the lead and the basketball.
If you don't have the ball, you can't score. So Rockland's got to do something about that.
Dixon with the J, no good. Rebound fought for, and Scott New comes away with it for Mountain Valley. Low post, Todd Wheeler. Turnaround jumper, air ball. Rebound, Rich Mazurek.
New's had a couple of key rebounds this quarter.
He's had a ton of rebounds all game long. Wants to go one-on-one, elects to pull up. Now they're looking low to McCray. Saves it from going out of bounds, but right into the hands of Mountain Valley. On the other end, Matt Gaudette misses. Rebound loose. Mazurek and Dixon get mixed up, and quickly they're separated.
Now, I guess, as they say, you have to understand the temperament of the beast. And again, I don't mean that derogatorily. Mazurek is going to back down from anybody, and he'll play with anybody.
He's being heavily recruited by the University of Southern Maine, Husson, and St. Joseph's College.
He's a tough kid, I'll tell you.
We've got a foul. It's going to go against Mountain Valley. I believe it's going to be against Darryl Gurney. Mark Carter from Mountain Valley wants a timeout with the score. Mountain Valley 35 and Rockland 23 will take a 30 on the Maine High School Basketball Network.
Now you have another choice. Grant's Dairy has combined the rich taste of 2% milk with the low calories of skim to bring you our new 1% Economy Light. Economy Light has half the fat of 2% milk and fewer calories. It's also a major source of calcium.
That's great news.
For strong bones and a healthy body, you need almost 3 cups of milk a day. You need 1% Economy Light. It's from Grant's Dairy, naturally.
Welcome back to the Bangor Auditorium. I'm Jimmy Young along with Willie Gavin alongside. Mountain Valley leading 35-23, 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go in this basketball game. The state championship of Class B basketball in the state of Maine on the line. Mountain Valley unbeaten in the regular season, 21-0. Looking to complete a storybook season, a dream season, as one of those signs says. Mooney with the basketball. Hands it off to Mazurek. Mazurek wants to go. Baseline. Drives on Mike Stickney. Past him. He puts it up and in off the glass. Strong move by Rich Mazurek. The lead has been cut to 10, and we've got a foul immediately. With 2:55 to play, that's got to be Rockland's strategy now.
Faster. They've used, I would say, they might have 1 timeout left, if that. But they used a lot of them. They do have 1 left.
Neither team in the bonus yet. So Rockland's going to have to commit some smart fouls here. They're down by 10. Mountain Valley with the basketball and the lead. Mountain Valley breaks the pressure, down court, and it counts. Scotty New, count the basket and the foul.
You don't really need that right now if you're Rockland. It's simply going to be the old game you used to play in the schoolyard, keep away. That's what it's going to boil down to. Long outlet pass. Again, the pressure that Rockland's giving them, they're leaving people open on the backside. Pretty good pump fake. Got the man up in the air, got bumped, made the 2, now a 3 the old-fashioned way.
The three-point play gives Mountain Valley a 38-25 lead with 2:45 to play in this basketball game. Jim Mooney with the basketball with Darryl Gurney on him. Comes to the foul line, pulls up. Mazurek, three-pointer, no good. Rebound comes to Mountain Valley. Matt Gaudette with the basketball. Down court, all alone. Todd Wheeler gets his man in the air, off the glass and in.
Yeah, what the press giveth, the press taketh away. And right now, Rockland is not on the good side of that.
40-25 and a steal by Matt Gaudette. Falcons with a 15-point lead, almost restolen, is restolen by Rockland. Lincoln McRae drives, and we've got a foul against Scott New and Mountain Valley.
Now we're going to get a 1-on-1.
Now we're in the bonus situation, so the 1-on-1 in effect. That will send Lincoln McRae to the line. McRae, a 71% free throw shooter on the year. Misses. Todd Wheeler the rebound for Mountain Valley. Gurney looking down court to Scott New. Loses the basketball. McRae back there, hands it off to Gurney. 40-25, 2 minutes to play in the ball game. Mazurek thinks about the long shot. Now gives it off to Jesse Smith. Now the baseline jumper, swish, Rich Mazurek.
Might be a little too much, a little too late.
40-27, Mountain Valley with the basketball and the lead with under 2 minutes to play, a minute 40 now. Scott New loses it, picks it up, fights his way through the double team to Matt Gaudette. Stolen away by Mazurek. Smith to Mazurek. Loose ball, and it's going to be Rockland basketball underneath their own basket.
Yeah. Let's give a lot of credit to Jesse Smith diving on the floor.
In case you're wondering about the first round of the Hockey East playoffs, the University of Maine off to a good start with a 7-3 win over Lowell. The three-pointer is away and no good by Woodman. The rebound to Rich Mazurek. He puts it up and rolls it in. Rich Mazurek has come alive here lately. It's 40-29. We've got a foul in the backcourt. Scotty New will go to the line. The foul is against Jeff Woodman.
1-4. We'll shoot 1-on-1.
I think he said they were going to shoot 1-on-1.
That's what I heard.
Yes, sir.
And if you've noticed, you look behind us here at the Rockland side of things, some of the fans have decided to pack it in. The minute 19 to play. Meanwhile, Sean Kellick sits down, gets a good round of applause from the fans that have been here since 6 o'clock when they opened the doors. The Rockland side was filled. Scott New misses the free throw. The rebound comes down to Wheeler, and he gets fouled immediately. It's going to go against Jesse Smith for Rockland with now a minute 17 to play in this ball game. Mountain Valley. A lot of people said this Mountain Valley team may be the best high school basketball team in the state in any class, Coach.
From what I've seen, they certainly have a lot of tools.
Wheeler rolls in the first, and the front end, he will get another. 41-29. Wheeler makes the second. 16 unofficially in the game for Todd Wheeler. Rich Mazurek launches a three. No good. Rebound to Scott New and Mountain Valley. Quickly to Matt Gaudette. Double team. Looking for help. Gets it from Todd Wheeler. They break the press. Gurney. Down it goes. And underneath to Scott New. 44-29. Under 1 minute to play in the boys state championship basketball game. Jeff Woodman fakes off one man and knocks in a long jumper. Woodman gets the ball and the turnover, puts up a little lefty runner, no good. We've got a foul. It's going to go against Rockland's Lincoln McRae.
Talk about textbook breaks, transition off a pressure situation. Mountain Valley just wrote a page right there. Get it over that trap, get the outlet, see the open man under the hoop, bang, you got a pair.
Rockland coach Chris Elkington is emptying his bench with 42 seconds to play. Mountain Valley leading 44-31. Woodman, Rich Mazurek, Jesse Smith, Lincoln McRae, and Jim Mooney sit down. The coach giving some words of encouragement to Link McCray there. That was a great shot, guys. In the lineup now for Rockland, Shane LeBlanc. Well, Mark Carter in Mountain Valley. We're going to empty their bench and get some of their roster players in there. It's a happy bunch of Falcons right there. Darryl Gurney, the point guard, Matt Gaudette, Mike Arsenault, Scott New.
I get the impression you've seen these people play before.
Saw them play against Gorham. Great game.
So you got an advantage in. This is the first time I've seen them play.
Todd Wheeler makes the first free throw. He will get another. Is that 0 or double 0 over there? That's 0, so that's Mike Stickney. Makes both free throws. Now he'll come out. Let's run down the Rockland players for you in there. Aaron Crossman, along with Shane LeBlanc, Billy Stinson, Jim Montgomery, and Jamie Lamb seeing action. And the ball stolen away by Mountain Valley. Ryan Casey with the basketball, loses it, picks it back up. 25 seconds to play in the boys state championship game. Mountain Valley leading 46-31. Eric Chason loses it. Down court it comes to Rockland's Billy Stinson. He goes all the way and it's blocked on the other end by Carlo Zanoni, but there will be a foul against Zanoni with 15 seconds to play.
Great name for a linebacker.
Carlo Zanoni. He's only a junior. He'll be back next year for Mark Carter. And Billy Stinson gets into the box score with a free throw. State championship game. Stinson's only a sophomore. This is the second one. Mountain Valley comes down with the rebound with 10 seconds to play. They lose the basketball, and we've got a foul that's going to go against Mountain Valley's Ben Meiser.
That was pretty much the end of the story right there. Wow.
Shane LeBlanc, no good. The countdown. Mountain Valley wins the boys Class B state championship over Rockland.
Well, a picture's worth 1,000 words, they say.
Well, Willie, our position may be high above courtside, but nobody is higher than Mark Carter and the Mountain Valley Falcon basketball teams right now as they win the gold ball.
Having been there before many, many, many years ago, I really don't think the young men that have performed here this evening for Mountain Valley will really understand what the importance of this actual playing in a game of this type is until many years later. Not to say that it's the most important thing, but it's something that there aren't very many high school athletes involved in. You can come away with a state championship.
And the winner of the state championship for 1990 is Mountain Valley High School, 46-32 over Rockland. They scored the first 11 points of the game, and down on the court with